Welcome to our lecture. Today we'll talk about one of the brightest and most charismatic zodiac signs, Leo. Dear listeners, which of you is Leo? Write your birthday in the comments. Let's see how many of us are proud representatives of this royal sign and who lives or works with Leos. Share this video with them. So let's start with the basics. Leo is the fifth zodiac sign, period from July 23rd to August 22. His element: fire, ruling planet Sun, symbol, king of beasts, lion, quality, fixed sign. Pay attention to the sun. This is the only sign ruled by the sun itself, not a planet. What does this mean? Leos literally radiate solar energy. They are warm, bright, noticeable, and something is always happening around them. Why are Leos so different? Now an interesting question. Why is my Leo colleague so quiet, while my Leo friend is a real star? Here we come to the most important point. There are three decans of Leo. Not all Leos are the same, and here's why. First decan, July 23rd to August 1st. Second decan, August 2nd to 11. Third decan, August 12th to 22. Each decan has additional influence from another planet. It's like three different subspecies of one royal lineage. The first decan is Leo's squared, double influence of the sun. Imagine Madonna. This is classic representatives of this decan. Characteristic features: maximum brightness and charisma, love being the center of attention, natural showman, sometimes overly dramatic. Do any of you have acquaintances born in late July? Do you recognize this description? These people cannot go unnoticed. They are like magnets attracting gazes. The second decan, influence of Jupiter, the planet of wisdom and expansion. These are Leo philosophers, Leo teachers. Look at this interesting combination. Leo pride plus Sagittarian wisdom, love to travel and learn, often become mentors, interested in religion and philosophy. Barack Obama is an excellent example of such a Leo. See? A leader, but also a thinker and teacher of the nation. The third decan, Mars influence. These are the most combative and energetic Leos. Characteristics: Leo regality plus Aries determination. Natural warriors and athletes. Very impulsive and active. Prone to risk. If your Leo boss was born in mid-August, now it's clear where all that energy comes from and why they make decisions so quickly. Now, let's talk about gender differences. A Leo man is a knight and king in one person. Look at the characteristics: nobility and gallantry, protective instinct, need for admiration, generosity but also pride. Ladies, if you're dating a Leo man, remember, he will carry you on his hands, but also expects you to admire him. This isn't egoism. It's the sun's natural need for recognition. A Leo woman is a queen, not a princess, but a queen. Key features: innate dignity, love of luxury, organizational abilities, devotion to family. Gentlemen, if your partner is a lioness, don't skimp on gifts and compliments. But remember, behind the external royal hauteur hides a very loyal and devoted heart. Now the most interesting part. Who do Leos live easily with and who is difficult? Excellent compatibility. Aries, both fiery, understand each other. Gemini, intellectual connection. Libra, mutual admiration. Sagittarius, common goals and interests. Difficult compatibility. Scorpio, two leaders in one boat. Pisces, two different life rhythms. What if two Leos meet? It's like a meeting of two kings, either a great kingdom or a war of thrones. Leos at work is a separate topic. Look at the screen. Ideal professions. All creative specialties, leadership positions, public activities, prestigious professions. It's important to understand, Leo cannot work in the shadows. If your Leo subordinate suddenly becomes sluggish and unmotivated, give them public recognition. You'll see how they bloom. Every sign has vulnerable points. For Leo, these are heart and blood vessels, spine, eyes. Why exactly these organs? The sun rules the heart and spine, the main engines of the body. Leos need to protect their main treasure, energy. If you have a Leo child, remember 3 rules. 1. Praise, but don't overpraise. Need a golden mean. 2. Develop creative abilities. This is their natural gift. 3. Teach modesty delicately, without suppressing natural confidence. A little Leo who is criticized may withdraw into themselves. A little Leo who is overpraised may become unbearable. Balance is the key. Solar stones suit Leos. Ruby, for strength and leadership. Citrine, for wealth. Amber, for energy. Gold, main metal. But remember, the strongest talisman for Leo is sincere compliments and recognition of achievements. How to please a Leo. Practical life advice to befriend a Leo. Sincerely admire their talents. Support their ambitions. Be generous with compliments. Respect their dignity. What not to do. Criticize publicly. Ignore their achievements. Compete for attention. Be stingy with praise. Look at the screen. Here they are. Famous representatives of the sign: Napoleon Bonaparte, Alexander the Great, Madonna, Robert De Niro, Jennifer Lopez. What unites them? They are all bright personalities, leaders in their fields, people who cannot remain unnoticed. Myths and truth about Leos. Let's dispel some myths. Myth: Leos are selfish. Truth: Leos are generous but need recognition. Myth: Leos only command. Truth: They are natural leaders but can also submit to worthy leadership. Myth: Leos are superficial. Truth: Behind the bright exterior often hides a deep nature, Leos in different life periods. It's interesting to observe how Leo nature manifests at different ages. Childhood, little stars, love to perform. Youth, period of maximum self-expression. Maturity, wise leaders and mentors. Old age, respected family patriarchs. With age, Leo pride doesn't diminish, but becomes wiser and more noble. Leo's attitude toward money is special. Love spending on beautiful things, generous with gifts, invest in status, sometimes impulsive with purchases. Advice for Leos: make a budget. Your generosity is wonderful, but pension savings are also important. How do Leos experience difficulties? Externally, remain strong. Need support from loved ones. Creative self-expression helps. Important not to lose faith in themselves. If a Leo doesn't receive recognition for a long time, they may fall into depression. That's why it's so important to notice and appreciate the Leos in your life. Practical recommendations. For Leos themselves. Develop modesty. Learn to accept criticism. Don't forget to praise others. Control expenses. For those around Leos, sincerely appreciate their efforts. Support their creativity. Don't criticize in front of others. Remember, behind pride hides a vulnerable soul. Summarizing our lecture, I want to say, Leo is a sign of sun, warmth, and life. Yes, they can be demanding and proud, but it's precisely Leos who make the world brighter, inspire us to great deeds, and show that every person deserves respect and recognition. Main conclusion: Leos are not egoists. They are people who teach us to value ourselves and unlock our potential. Now it's time for your questions. Leave them in the comments. Thank you for your attention. Remember, astrology is a tool for understanding, not dogma. Every person is unique, but knowledge of sign characteristics helps us better understand ourselves and others. May the Leos in your life always feel like kings, and may you learn to appreciate their generous and devoted hearts. Bye, and see you next time.